Hey, Middle Georgia, this is WGXA's Noah Hauck, and this is the weekly wrap. But it's not your normal weekly wrap. Why don't you walk with me as we head over to our Skywatch Weather Center, where this week we're going to be talking about Hurricane Erin and its development throughout this past week. This has been a trending story on our website all throughout this week because Erin started out as a tropical storm this past Monday, and it's been slowly developing throughout this week. It had a little bit of a lull in the middle of the week, but now has started to intensify and has become the first hurricane within the Atlantic season. Tropical systems in general, and with Erin in particular, they really prefer very little change within their winds, which has been happening along its track throughout the Atlantic. And they also prefer very warm water. Typically, that threshold is going to be right about 80 degrees, but along the Atlantic and up along the East Coast, it has been right about 85 degrees. So, prime conditions to have a developing tropical system. And Erin, as a whole, has now become the first hurricane of the Atlantic season, and over the coming days, is predicted to become even the first major hurricane, which is a Category 3 and above. Well, here's what you need to know about Hurricane Erin. Typically, we're going to use something known as a spaghetti model to help try and identify the exact path that Erin will take. Now, it is subject to change because it is using computer modeling data, and this is what we're talking about. The reason it's called a spaghetti model is because it kind of looks like a plate of spaghetti, but it's going to try and find the tightest concentration of all of these different paths to find the one with the highest confidence. And thankfully for us here in Middle Georgia, it doesn't look like we're going to have any direct impacts from Erin itself, but places along the East Coast could see increased dangers in terms of their surf and maybe even some dangerous rip currents. Well, what about Erin's future? Well, we're actually going to use our European model to see what the long range outlook looks like right now. We're going to start to see over near San Juan, it's going to start to develop. We're going to see a little bit more organization, and then as it makes its way northward, it's going to get tighter and tighter of that circulation, make its way north, and eventually all the way back out to sea. So again, here in Middle Georgia, we don't expect any direct impacts, but there could be some dangerous surf and increased wave heights along the East Coast. We'll keep you updated with Erin's developments over the next few days on our website at WGXA.tv and the Skywatch Weather app. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's edition for the WGXA Weekly Wrap featuring the Skywatch Weather Center.